All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vaughn, and I am on a swing trading journey. And thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, we are doing a 6-week update. That's right. I started this journey on March the 4th. It is April the 17th, and tomorrow is Good Friday, April 18th. So we are officially at 6 weeks. And I just kind of wanted to give a breakdown of my current positions and my total and my successes and some missed opportunities and what I look forward to in these next 6 weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn the camera around and we're just going to go over the figures together, okay? All right. All right, hopefully you can see that. All right. So here we are. I started this journey on March the 4th, okay? Sorry. Okay. So, Amazon was one of the first stocks I purchased when I started this journey. And I purchased that stock at $198.77 and I purchased 2 shares. Right now, today, the stock price is at $172.61 a share. And as you can see in my notes, I am short $52.32 on those, and the total of those 2 shares. I purchased BAI, which is an AI ETF, at $19.68 a share. I purchased 10 shares, and right now they are trading at $20.50 a share. I purchased CHA, which is an Asian tea company. They actually have physical stores. None here in the United States yet. There are talks about one in California, but most of these stores are in Asia. Their new IPO came out yesterday, and I bought 4 shares at $35.51 a share. And right now, it is trading at $32.44 a share at the close of business. The next stock is CMG, which is Chipotle. I purchased 10 shares at $48.86 a share, and right now it's trading at $48.77. CRWV, I purchased 13 shares at $38.04, and right now it's trading at $39.09. I purchased DAL, which is trading right now at I purchased 10 shares at $39.54 a share, and right now it's trading at $40.85. I purchased Hertz, the rental company, at $7.35 a share. I purchased 10 shares, and right now it's trading at $8.24 a share. I purchased Nubius at $26.91 a share. I purchased 15 shares, and right now it's trading at $21.53 a share. I know. I'm almost short $50 in total on that stock by itself. RXO, which is a LTL transportation company, I purchased 25 shares at $14.98 a share, and right now it's trading at $13.24. I purchased SMA, which is a storage facility place. I purchased at $32.62 a share. I bought 20 shares, and right now it's trading at $33.94. SoFi was one of the stocks I purchased early on. It was trading at $12.87 a share. I bought 15 shares, and right now it is trading at $10.98. I have purchased in these 6 weeks. I purchased more than this, but I've sold off a few shares, 134 shares, And the value of my shares at this time is $3,659.20. My initial investment was $3,500. It was $3,000, and then I deposit more capital later on, which was $500. So I've made 5% in 6 weeks. My initial investment was $3,500, and right now is valued at $3,659.20. And the stocks that I sold, I reinvest the capital, the initial capital, whatever it is, and then whatever earnings I make, I keep it in my cash account. So on top of the $3,659.20, which is the value of the stocks, in my cash account, I have $319. $278 of that represents profits from the stocks I sold last month and this month. My goal for April was to earn $500 from swing trading. And at this point in time, I've earned about $147. So I am hoping to earn another $350 before this month is over with. My ultimate goal in all of this is to become a pattern day trader. I need my account to be at minimum $25,000 in order to pattern day trade with Fidelity. So I have other investments in this account. My total account right now is close to 13,000. So I probably have another 12,000. It's gonna take me probably a year to get to that. But anyways, I still have about another 12 to 15,000 to get my account to where it needs to be in order for me to pattern day trade. But this is my 6-week update. This is where I am right now as far as my stocks and as far as my swing trading. SMA actually has their first earnings report to come out on May the 8th. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with that stock once the earnings report comes out. Hopefully it's positive, so we can continue to be in the black on that stock, but we shall see. We shall see. So I'm going to turn the camera back around. Sorry. Hello. And then we're just going to go over a few things. Some of my successes these last 6 weeks, and some not, I wouldn't consider them failures because we're not failing, you know. I would just consider it as missed opportunities. So, one of my missed opportunities was Newsmax. I still can't just get over the fact that I did not pull the trigger on Newsmax. And why y'all didn't tell me about Webull? Webull went public last Friday while I was on vacation. We went on a cruise. I know we are this close to a recession and y'all going on cruises, but we did. And we had a great time. We went on the Carnival Freedom out of Port Canaveral, Florida. And we had a great time. So, but while I was on vacation, Webull went public. But I can't, it is what it is. I can't make up for a missed opportunity. It is what it is. So, so those are two that I can think of that I've missed out on. But a couple successes, one was Nvidia. I purchased Nvidia about it was $111 a share. In one day, it got up to like 125. It's like, pull the trigger, boom, that was it. Bam. She is gone. and I finally made my money back on Apple, and I pulled the trigger on that. I guess I shouldn't say pull the trigger, but y'all know what I mean. I went ahead. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, I stopped saying it. But anyways, yeah, I think I've been doing good. I think my $160 profit earnings, I think that's good for 6 weeks for just getting started, not knowing anything. Now, I traded in the past, but not on a consistent basis. This is a first. Okay. I've learned a lot about myself in these 6 weeks, and truly, I've learned a lot about my mental health in these 6 weeks. Like, it's taught me a lot. Um, like, as I'm going through my day trading, um, I have these intrusive thoughts, and I've realized that trading is a lot more psychological than we give it credit for, right? And so these are some of the intrusive thoughts I've had during this journey. Okay. One is buy it. And it is like an urge that I've like just never experienced. Buy it. Sell it. It's just anxiety to the anticipation of something being successful, or the anticipation of something crashing, it's just an unexplainable urge of anxiety. Yeah. What are we doing? And I usually have these thoughts when I'm trying to figure out, is this which stock to buy? Because between the Dow and between the NASDAQ, there are so many stocks. It is very overwhelming. And you can't possibly research every stock. You have screeners to screen out certain things that, like 52-week low, and that's a big one that I use. And the stocks with the highest volatility is another one that I use. But you can't possibly study every stock. You can't possibly be at the right place at the right time for every single one. Okay. Yeah. So what are we doing? Make a decision. Do it. you know. Now I've had this thought, and it's more of like a soothing my anxiety when you finally get in there and you make your position, and the stock starts to tumble. She is stumbling, just she is like just going down. This is my thought. I'm like trying to soothe myself, like, it's okay. She go back up. It's just like I'm just comforting myself. I have to stop that, because I've become, at that point, I'm just too emotionally attached to what I'm doing. And then one day I was like, what would Jesus do? I need some holy intervention at this point. What would the Lord do? Would he do this? And there's always tomorrow. It's a comforting my anxiety for the decisions that I have to make. And I can't even tell you. The last one that I have to constantly keep in check, and it's the thought that, we're not going to be rich from this. This right here is not going to create wealth for me. And the reason why I have to stop that thought, because that is not my purpose. That is not my purpose. I've prayed to God. I've asked him for a career where I can make money part-time for my family, just outside of corporate America. Like, this is what he has put on my heart to do. So I have to keep myself in check, because we're not out here trying to be rich. We're not out here trying to be wealthy. We just want to make a part-time living from doing what we're doing. So those are some of my intrusive thoughts that I have to keep in check as I'm, making decisions on trades and whatnot. So look ahead. What are we going to do these next 6 weeks? So, as I've been evaluating my portfolio, I realized that I have to take more time to manage the stocks that I have and to diversify my portfolio, because there was a time when all I had was mostly tech stocks. I had to give it up. I had to give up Nvidia and Apple. You know, I was too diversified in tech stocks. So over these last 6 weeks, I've accumulated some food stocks, some transportation stocks, some a storage facility, something outside of technology. I mean, of course, these companies run on technology, but that is not their sole. That's not their sole business. You know, some of these stocks, these companies have physical inventory. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they have a store, they have customers, you know, that come in and out, they have payroll, you know. I mean, I know that doesn't, to you it might not make a difference, but to me, which is the reason why I kind of invested in what was it, CHA, which is an Asian tea company. They don't have any businesses here in the United States, but they have 6,000 locations in China. So that is a physical business, you know, they with real people, with real customers, with real payroll, you know, and they're trying to get an office here. So those type of things, those type of criteria allowed me to get comfortable with getting a position on a stock. So I'm going to continue to work on that. I'm going to continue. There are some stocks that are affected by the downturn in the economy, like a recession. So, like, I really need to research like hospitality, like hotels, entertainment places. I even looked at casinos. Okay. There are several casinos on the stock market. And let me tell you, there are some aspects of our economy, I don't care how far it goes down, people are still going to go. They're going to go to that casino, because let me tell you, even during COVID, face mask, in a wheelchair with a air pump under the mask. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to make it there. Okay, no matter what age and what physical condition. Okay, they're going to make it. I don't care how the economy, how bad it gets. People are going to eat. They're going to go out to eat. Let me tell you, we are this close to a recession in this country. And that cruise I went on, there were 2,000 people. It was packed. And when we docked in Grand Turks, let me tell you, there is another Carnival ship there. Is the Carnival Mardi Gras. She was packed. She was 1 times bigger than the ship we was on. It had to be 3,000 people on that ship. I don't care how bad the economy gets. What people choose to do, what people love to do, what people enjoy doing, they're going to keep doing it in spite of not having the money. Because there's a thing called credit. Okay? There's a thing called credit. And as long as people got credit, people are going to be people. There are going to be people that, let me tell you, people are not scared of debt. Okay? Okay, so my goal is to continue to research companies that are, recession proof and non-recession proof, right? So I'm going to work on that. The last thing I would say that I need to work on is not to quit when I don't see results. And that's, if you, it, that's probably my MO. When I don't see something working, I'm like, you know what? This is not the will of the Lord. This can't be God's will. It's not working. you know, there are times when the Lord has to just step all the way in. He has to breathe on it. He has to look at it. He has to anoint it, throw some oil on it, bless it. If it's not working, in my mind, if it's not working, it is not the will of the Lord. But I have to get out of that mentality. I have to know that even though I don't see results, that it is not time to quit. Yeah. So I'm not quitting. I'm going to be swing trading these next 6 weeks, and I'm going to be posting a video every week on Facebook. I mean, what are we on? YouTube. I forgot what we was on. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not going to quit. So this video is already long as it is. I pray that whatever your heart desires, whatever state of life that you're in, I pray that my Father God, He blesses you, He keeps you, He has His face to shine upon you, He encamps around you and bring you peace, love, joy, happiness, all the fruits of the Spirit, everything that is good. I pray that for you and for me. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. It is Good Friday. And good night. Bye.